Question. I don't know.
In this lonely ass world, it's getting colder. I'm not going nowhere if I cannot take my boat there. My mind was bred a little different, yeah, from my own past. If I see heat, why the fuck would I wanna go there? Mama, I make you smile. Mama, your little nigga came from wildin'. Mama, always got in trouble, I was shouted. Mama, now I'm staring at shit. Mama, I'm the pilot. Mama, if I want something, I'ma go get it. Mama, swim with the sharks, piranhas, and fishes. Mama, it's so hard down here, God is my witness. Mama, I know where I'm going. Mama, I'm a fan. It's hard not knowing who is really gonna be there for me. I wish you could be here to see me the day I start touring. Shit be on my mind every second when I'm not recording. I'm waking up conversating with the Lord every morning. I mistakenly took the wrong path, I had to rewind. I fumbled trying to move too fast, I had to keep trying. Growing up, I got in trouble, told myself to keep lying. So much stress be building up, swear I be needing me time.
Good morning to the DMV and the rest of the world. This is your girl Reese, aka the best that ever did it, aka AM Morning, aka Althea McFarlane, and all of the above. You can call me whatever you like. It only matters what I answer to. Right. So today it's another episode of Tall Tale Thursdays where we get into these stories that we like, what? That happened? What, for real though? Yeah, for real though. Out of my life, the guest's life, other people's life, stranger lives, the stories come from all over, anywhere, anywhere, anything. Anybody can have a tall tale, right? Before we get into the conversation and the show topic of today, I just want to take time out to say Grand Rising and give my shots and love out to my super producer, Mr. Molly Moss, Sea Moss Boss, right? You don't have to change his name to Moss. The Sea Moss Boss, my talented super producer, and my little brother. They be doing 50 million things in the back of the show, and for everybody else, I'm not the only client of his. So y'all get with him. Y'all got some photography. This man has a plethora of knowledge and the stuff that he do. I can't say enough, but DM him for video shoots. He does video shoots, advertisement or advertisement, whatever you want to say. I like saying advertisement. It doesn't make me sound more intelligent. It just sounds funny. That's why I like saying that. Anyway, get with him. Also for your videography needs and stuff like that. And producing, and he also make a mean lemonade from the Seymours. So like I said, he do a plethora of things. Get with him. I call him the one-stop shop. He got a lot of names. I call him a lot of things. But I do call him my friend. So shout out to him. So good morning. Man, today's topic, when I saw the story, I was like, ooh, it's something that's trending on Facebook. So y'all might have seen it as well. But I just wanted to get y'all commentary on the story and the situation. I do have guests coming on the show today. I was trying to give them a chance to get on in here and do what they do. You know, because everybody, like I'm looking down at my phone because it just came up. I'm sending the sharing it from YouTube to the people. I didn't even think I shared it to the Facebook people yet, so they could get in here and get on this conversation. So the conversation is not just dealing with, or the story when you see it, it's not just dealing with race. Okay, I want you guys, once you see it, take race out of that equation. Okay, take color out of that. I want you to take gender out of that. Okay, what I want to know from the parents or soon to be parents, when do we let our children fight their own battle? Okay, and if we do let our children fight their own battles, aren't we talking about child to child? We're not talking about child to adult, right? So when do we parents, should we step in from the beginning or immediately when our child get some pushback, especially if it's from an adult? At no time should a child be getting pushback from an adult or getting picked on by an adult. Children have a harder time getting picked on by other children. So at no time should we let that go where an adult is the aggressor in the situation. Oh, y'all got to see the video to understand it. It was to understand what I'm talking about. And I do want to share that if you're a parent or whatever have you, a guardian, somebody that has to look out for children, when do you overstep your line as far as protection? For me, I don't think we never stop protecting our children or our loved ones. You know, I don't think age plays a part of that. Have you ever, for example, I'll give you a full example. Have you ever been in the car with a full-grown adult, right? And you have to slam on brakes, right? You got your seatbelt on, they got their seatbelt on, but this automatically happens. The arm goes out like you gonna protect them to help keep them from propelling forward or something. Have y'all ever been in that situation? Have y'all ever been, somebody might put the arm out for you, or you put the arm out for somebody and be like, oh, are you okay? That's what I attribute that to, or make the correlation to something like that, where you always trying to protect and look out for your family, friends, and your loved ones, no matter what age they are. But we're talking about us parents stepping in and maybe overstepping your bounds, or overstepping that little thing, you know, in handling your business. When you're raising young adults to be adults, when do you let them get into crucial conflicts? As you know, like that song say, when do you let them get into that on their own? Or do you? Well, I'm gonna let this story play. Marley, we could go ahead and run the story, and if need be, when the people come in later, hopefully there's somewhere seeing and watching and paying attention, and we can always run it back. Run the story.
Today's episode of Working While Black. Imagine being a parent. Your daughter sends you a text. You read the text and instantly you realize your daughter has become a victim of a Trump supporter's ignorance. Imagine finding out your daughter was asked by her son of a Trump supporter coworker if her hair is real, then proceeds to say because, quote unquote, most black people don't wear their real hair, and that most black women are Mr. Clean bald-headed. Imagine that. So now you have to pull up to her workplace to defend and protect your daughter from her beyond ignorant Trump supporter coworker. Never let it slide, because when you do, you allow room for more. The second your kids even hint at being exposed to harassment, discriminatory behavior, unequal treatment, racial bias, or anything of that nature, treat it very, very serious.
Some boy that she worked with was asking her questions about her hair. Most black people don't wear their hair. Most black women are bald-headed. What? So our daughter, she worked in the mall, you know, at one of these little stores. And, you know, there'll be one kind of like a first job, you know, run one of these little retail stores. So she sent a text saying that some boy that she worked with was asking her questions about her hair. So it was like, okay, and so he asked her, you know, was that her hair? She said, yeah. He's like, all of that your hair? Something along those lines. She was like, why does it matter? He's like, because you know, most black people don't wear their hair because most black women are bald headed. What? So I'm like, wait. He said, what? So, you know, it's time to pull up, especially after she reported it to the manager, assistant manager, and she blew her off. Okay, so my wife's friend was already in the mall, so my wife was texting her, so they pulled up quick. But, you know, they chilled out. So we got to the mall, and, you know, I found the boy, which I thought was a boy, but it's a grown man. It's a grown-ass man. Don't ask my daughter some shit like that. So I walk up to the, you know, the register where he had. I'm like, hey, excuse me, sir, can I ask you a question? He's like, yes, go ahead. What do you got? I say, you seem to be very interested in my daughter's hair. So his eyes got big, and I was like, yeah. I was like, can you ask? You can ask me about her hair. So he's like, well, what do you mean? I was like, ask me the same questions you asked her about her hair. Well, I just, I was just intrigued. I was asking, if that was her hair, how long was it? And that's it. And I was like, no, my friend. I hit him with that Hagmid. No, my friend. I said, what else did you ask her about her hair? He was like, where is this going? I'm like, it's going, well, we about to take it. What else did you ask her, or what statement did you make? He's like, well, I just told her the reason why I'm asking is because, a lot of black girls wear, hair, fake hair. And I was like, and what was the other statement? So he was like, he wouldn't tell me exactly. I said, because most black people are bald-headed. And he kind of put his head down. I was like, yeah. I was like, oh, okay, all right. I said, this is what we're going to do. Say, call your store manager right now. So he refused to call a store manager. I'm going to tell you why he wouldn't call a store. He was like, can I go to the back and get my assistant manager? I said, no, because my daughter already reported it to her. I was like, you're not going to get her. You're going to come. Well, I don't know if I can call him. I was like, oh, no, this type of situation, you can call him because you're going to report yourself. So he refused to call the store manager. He's shaking and he's trembling. So he goes to the back. And in true parent fashion, we go to the back with him. We want all the smoke. So as we go to the back, lo and behold, the assistant manager is already on the phone with the store manager telling their side of the story. And they refused to come out. So finally, after we was all in the back, she was like, can we take this out on the sales floor? I said, yeah, because that's where this conversation happened, on the sales floor. So the store manager is on speakerphone. And she's trying to cover for this dude, right? And I'm not going to say the name of the store because the store manager was very, very cooperative, and I'm not going to put him on blast like that. But it is in the Mall of Louisiana. So finally, I'm like, no, you didn't make the statement, so you don't need to speak for him. He needs to tell the store manager what he said to my daughter. On speaker. So, so the store manager was like, yeah, I want to hear from him. So the little dude he a grown man, but he a little dude to me, take a deep breath, and he started explaining the same way he was explaining to me. And once it got to the punchline, he was like, I was telling a little joke. And I was like, that ain't nothing to joke about. And this, so he told the store manager his part of the story. And I was like, no, Mr. Kent. Anyway, I'm gonna have to bleep that out. I said, no, that's not the knee slapper. I was like, go ahead, finish the story. So the guy was like, and he said, what did you say? He said, I said, because most black women are bald headed. And the store manager go, wow. Wow.
And I proceed to say, is this my hair?
Is the pony hers? But, okay, so meanwhile, I'm going to call her Karen. She turned 50. And I'm like, woman, I ain't even near you. We ain't even touch you. I'm like, woman, we ain't. But see,
already the victim.
Already the victim. So, long story short, we get all the information. I want both of their jobs. I'm gonna just be real. I'm gonna keep it a buck. I want both of their jobs because my daughter is non-confrontational, and I know for a fact for her to text her mom that bothered her. But let me tell you what's ironic. I was making a purchase in another store, and let me show you how things work. And the young lady checked me out, was like, how's your day going, sir? I was like, well, it was going good. So I had to come up to this mall on some bullshit for somebody making an inappropriate comment to my daughter. She was like, what happened at? So I was like, I'm not going to put their name out on blast, but it's a store in the mall. She was like, I bet you I could guess. And I'm looking like, out of all these stores in the mall. And I was like, well, go ahead. She was like, and she said the name of the store. And I looked, I was like, are you serious? She was like, yep, I worked there. And I could tell you the name of the dude who probably did it. Name the dude. I'm like, so this is a pattern. She's like, yep. She was like, oh, I was about to quit today, but I'm going to work tomorrow just so I can get the tea. And I'm like, so this is a pattern. She was like, oh yeah, he talked to people any kind of way. He was like, but he don't mess with me no more because he know about that action, but he probably figured your daughter ain't gonna really say nothing. And I was like, ain't that some shit? So I say that to say this, parents, protect your children from this bullshit at these little low-end jobs. I don't care. Some people might be like, it ain't that serious, but no, this is how things go. This is how it is. Protect your children. Pull up, ask some questions, and report that crap because that they have managers in place that protect these type of people that make these type of racist comments when they feel, because if you the place my wife worked, they got a zero tolerance for that. You gone out the door. Where I work, boom. You report that, they gone out the door. But see these little retail spots, see they can keep that stuff going because they protect one another. So protect your children. Don't let people subject them to that type of harassment on any job. I don't care what kind of job it is. Don't let them be subjected to that type of harassment.
It's your girl Lit Mob TV, Portia. Like and share.
Now, and she asked Tia, she asked everybody to send pictures of their real hair. Okay, I see a couple of things wrong, but I want to hear from the men about the story that y'all heard before I could go into it. And I want to say good morning to JoJo, baby. Good morning. Hey, good morning to Kiani. Kiani, JoJo, baby. Good morning, y'all.
Good morning.
We expect Lee and Bubakal and stuff to come on in the show later and one other, but until they get in the show, I want to talk about what y'all just saw, right? Kiani or JoJo, who want to go first about what they just saw? And do you see a problem? Yes, no?
I just got it. I ain't see nothing.
Okay, JoJo, did you see the story?
Yeah, I saw the story.
And what are your thoughts on it?
Well, I mean, what do you mean? In what manner?
Do you think a manner as a parent? Because I see comments. Molly said that's why the kids are soft today. Do you think what the parent did was making the kids soft, or what should have took place there?
I mean, I don't know if it's worth going to jail about, but that's just different
going to jail. He didn't go to jail.
I know that. I'm just saying. You said in my thoughts. I said I don't know if it's worth going to jail about because he could have got smacked easy. Messing with somebody's daughter like that. A grown guy, and these days worse. So. As far as that goes, he got off light with a lot of respect, but I don't mean what kind of comments do you want about it? It's ignorant.
But the parents, the parents. Do you agree that the parents should have stepped in and pulled up, or do you think that they should?
Oh yeah, how old is the daughter? She's in high school, like just graduated. She's a young girl, right? Yeah. Of course you do.
Still in school.
Of course you do. And plus it's a guy. It ain't like it's a one girl and she can, y'all handle that, but it's a grown man. So, or even if it's a man her age, either way, it's a dude. You're not supposed to be, going there with it, making racism out of the joint. But, that's the way America is. People flappy with the mouth because they be on tweeting and saying what they want to say all the time. And then that shit slips out here on the real life. And then something happened, then they want to, like they said, play victim. They ready to run to the victim game and shit. Oh, why are you pressing me? Why are you pressing me? You know what I mean? Like, you could have been a victim for real. That fake victim you playing. But so, I mean, I'm just saying, you know what I mean? Like I'm just keeping it clean. What if she would have called her brother and her brother was a dumb youngin' from East Baltimore or something?
East Baltimore.
I mean, I ain't saying East Baltimore dumb, dude. Wild as shit. We wild. I grew up over there. I was kind of dumb. You know what I'm saying? I dropped out. You know what I'm saying? But, we probably had about a 20% graduation rate in Northern high school back in the day, so we was pretty high for Baltimore. But, yeah, I think he handled it, I mean, how else you going? What else you going to do? You're supposed to come to her rescue because she a youngin'. It's a dude. That's why you come to her as a guy messing with your daughter. Of course, you're going to say something. It's, and it's in the workplace. If somebody she gonna be there every day, you got to be feeling comfortable. And he should get fired. You know what I mean? Definitely should get fired. So yeah, that's it. I mean, it ain't that big a. I mean, I came up in a day where you be walking down the street, the car ride by, hey nigga, you know what I'm saying? So. I guess I got tough skin when it comes to that type of stuff. I know it's wrong and shit, but it ain't worth getting all riled up about. You handle your business on whichever manner you see. Some people would see it fit to bust his head open. Some people see it fit to discuss it like he did. Some might not go at all, So, however, I think he did good to stay out of jail. Somebody messing with his daughter, because the dude could be in jail and the dude could be hurt messing with somebody's young daughter like that, making racist comments like that.
Yeah, and to have, I guess we get in there prepared for real life, because it's like that in real life. They all but call you the N-word nowadays to your face. Some of the things that just do. And by the girl being a teenager, the mama and the daddy roll up there. I like that both the parents was there. He was like, wait a minute, you're not going to be disrespected. But I think it's more of the disrespect thing. But also, I wanted to point out, I don't believe nobody should bother our children. Let them, they try to learn their way in life. I don't believe that if you got to deal with an adult, you need to tell your parents.
That's good, though. I mean, you need to get toughed up. You mean life ain't gonna be running around where everybody telling you how cute you are every day and how sexy you are, and when
it comes to your rights and your dollar, your money,
I understand that part, but I'm saying, this is just the shit like this it's gonna happen in life. You know what I mean? Like, everybody might not encounter this exact type of thing, but things that are going to be uncomfortable and people don't have the good meanings, and they mean to physically, mentally, or spiritually harm you. So you need to be able to handle that. I mean, she did right. I've seen a couple clips on the video where a grown man messed with a girl at McDonald's or one of them fast food restaurants, and she smacked her. She went off on him.
A young girl. There was an instance where I'm not proud, but I had to get into my son, go up to my son's job. My son, he was 15. He wasn't driving yet. And I was taking him back and forth to work. He had a job at a grocery store. And what was happening was that the assistant manager that worked when he worked would give his hours to somebody else. Was giving it to the friend of the employee, So every time he goes to work, 5 minutes later he calling me back. Come back to get me. I'm not working today. And I'm like, at first I was fussing at him. I said, don't you know your schedule? He said, Mom, they keep taking me off. The certain manager, when she works, she gave her his hours to somebody else, right? So I said, start taking the picture of the schedule, cover your butt. And when she do it, I'm gonna have to intervene, and then we're gonna get the manager involved. So when she did it, the day she did it, we took the picture. The day, and only this manager, because she like a certain group to come in and work with her. Okay, so he did it. I go up there, and I'm cool at first. I'm asking her, why is he not working? Oh, we gave his hours to such and such. You didn't call, you didn't tell him, you wasted his time. I said, time is money. You should pay him for the time it took us to come from Suitland to Largo. You need to pay him something for that. And you don't call, don't tell, don't nothing. He show up and you tell him, oh, I'm not going to use it today. Go home. I tried to stay calm, but she got smart with me. I don't, at the end of the day, that's my child. He wasn't grown yet. And we're handling things properly, going to proper channel. That's why I'm telling him, take pictures. So you, the little assistant manager, want to get cute. And we had an exchange of words. My son didn't even do nothing. He ended up getting fired. She fired him. But the other manager called back and said he could come back to work. But by then, I was like, F you, because I'm going to see that lady. Oh, I'm going to see her. Like, oh, you got your mommy fighting your battle.
That's what I'm talking about. See, he was fortunate that he was in a situation. See, you have you seen her yet? Have you seen her yet?
I ain't come across her.
Oh yeah, see, let me tell you this though.
But that was
I know, but look at this. Look at this. You still carrying that. You still might see her and bang her in her mouth and go to jail about something 5 years ago. You need to go ahead and let that go. See, that girl ain't thinking about you no more. You better go.
I let it go. I let it go.
Forgive
but I had to step in and that wasn't even on the race type stuff. Now, had that been some race type stuff, I think it would have been a different type of they would have got the same heat.
I mean,
that's me. That was back then. That was the old me.
The different times though, too. Like certain stuff, like you can't, you can do it, but it ain't like you're gonna get away with doing anything that is, that you might have could have did back in the day, like go smack him across his motherfucking head, make his ear ring one time and tell him you better stop playing. You know what I mean? I'm just saying, that's you can't do that no more. So it's not worth. That's what I say. It's not worth going to jail for, because they locking mugs up for anything. And he a brother. I don't want to see the brother. I'm glad he handled it like he did. You know what I mean?
Too.
I mean, it wasn't that. It at some point, it was laughable to him too, though, because he was laughing. He was laughing while he was telling the story. Like at a couple of situations, like, I mean, not that the whole situation was laughable, but little things you gotta laugh at. We, as Black people, we've learned that you gotta laugh at shit instead of crying, or getting mad. Crying, same thing as angry, you know what I mean, or something like that. So he did that. So I give him big props for the way he handled it, and then like you said, he had his old lady there with him, or his young lady there with him, or what I'm saying.
The wifey was up there. They was gonna tag team that joker.
Okay,
one day we're gonna do it. Make that paperwork the topic. You know what I mean? We're gonna talk about that paperwork. Marriage. But what they did was the guy had a pattern of being racial and picking on the people in the store, the Black people, the Black youngins. And even another girl said, "Oh, I work in that store. He pick on us all the time." That shouldn't be tolerated on no level. No, and the assistant manager blew it off. He was right by going to the next level, the store manager. And if the store manager, the district manager. And then after that, corporate.
And viral as well, because that shit be hurting. He did it real well. He didn't salt the business down. You know what I'm saying? He didn't do none of that, So you gotta give him, up. He ain't throwing he ain't let his situation. get him into making, going against the rules. You know what I mean? Trying to be foul and when you're dealing with somebody trying to take the whole ship down, and left the whole ship with him, and it don't look like it was. The manager looked like he was ready to let it go. So good job.
The manager did let it go, but that's why when they came up in the store, they was in the back on with the store manager. She was like,
I don't mean let it go like that. I mean, the one when he said wow, there might have been something behind that, because the other girl said she wanted to go to work. Now she was going to quit, but she wanted to go to work to see what happens or something, right? The girl that told that from the other store and shit. So that was funny.
Shit, because she glad that they got that dude, because that dude be picking with all of them. That grown man be picking with all the kids. She was like, I was going to quit, but now I'm going to go and see what the scoop is. I'm going to see what happens. I guess this is like a victory. Like finally somebody got you, because maybe the other kids wasn't telling it, just letting it go over their head, saying this is a grown white man talking ignorant to these black kids or making them feel kind of way. And this is the era that everybody got to be the self-esteem era. Everybody that they're sensitive. But should we be sensitive about race? Do we earn that right to be sensitive about race? Change the colors around.
I
if
think
it was
my whole
a black grown man messing with a teenage little white girl, what would have happened to him?
Well, I think race has always been around, and that's the sad part, because people forget how we feel. So my whole point is always been smooth on them. I call them marshmallows. What's going on, marshmallow? So I've been using marshmallow, Rice Krispie treats, all types of words. So I get them back. I mean, one time the guy called me nigger. I told you, and I had to talk crazy to him. So it's like, and then one time we was in Oregon, and the guy called my brother nigger at Walmart, and my brother was like, come give me a hug in front of everybody. He ran off. So we just, we got it. Yeah, we kind of know what to
do. Come give me a hug.
Yeah, so we always know what to do. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, the white guy was like, well, why all these black people rioting? I said, close your eyes. I said, remember back in the day, y'all say niggers come outside, we're gonna blow your house up. We burn the cross in the yard. He got quiet. So I said, y'all always been destroying our stuff. So
and us in the process.
Yes. So it's like people don't understand, you know what I'm saying? They was like, oh, they robbing and still. I'm like, well, they ain't never had no job before. They don't know where to go, where to work, don't know what to do. So I think these jobs, people try to make you mad, get you fired, make you quit, talk crazy to you and stuff. But I do it right back. I do it right back every single time. The guy said, Keanu, you always talking. I said I'm schizophrenia. See? What now?
What if the little teenage girl would say something back and he didn't like it, and then he go to their boss? Like, she being disrespectful, she being insubordinate or whatever. Because I'm assuming that this guy, being an adult, might have been, their team lead or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
In charge over the little teenage girl. But my part, I'm tripping off that the manager just brushed it off. And
that was the assistant manager, wasn't it? That was the
assistant manager. And that's not proper protocol, no matter what color you are. I just like, it should have been adulthood. That could have been sexual harassment. Why are you asking the girl about her head? Why are you trying to make her feel uncomfortable at work? Why are you talking about that at work? And why are you putting stereotypes? Oh, because of black people come on here, black women this, black.
One thing you can't do is wonder what another Mark Johnson is thinking. So all that what, why, and how, and all that shit is, that's the, you know what I mean? It don't, we got just, like he said, you know how to handle it. You handle it.
Mm-hmm. That's the most important part, because
all them questions right there, that's just a whole lot of rap. You know what I mean? Dude wasn't about no rap. He wanted up there and wanted a solution. He wanted him to get on that phone and handle his business about his mouth. You know, so that was good. He went right for it. You know, racist.
Yeah. The whole point.
Let me see if I can read these messages, y'all, with them saying, because they saying a lot here on Facebook. Okay, let me go back to the top. I'm gonna read the Facebook messages first, then I'll read the YouTube messages. Good morning, Slicky Woo Boo. Okay, good morning, Jaquain. I hope I'm saying the name right. Jaquain. They say good morning. What up, Pete? Marley said, stupid people ask stupid questions, but only stupid people try to answer these parents toxic. He said the parents are toxic. Oh, Marley said the parents are toxic. Okay, that's one question. I think the parents is toxic.
What parents?
The girl's parents. He said they're toxic.
Oh, I don't know how they talk.
I don't know them, so I can't say. I mean if you talk about
I don't think they toxic in this situation.
I think the manager, the manager is toxic. His parents is toxic. You know what I'm saying? Because he been raised to be racist or attack a certain way sometimes. But what I do is always say everybody love me on the job. That's what I always say. I say everybody love me. Everybody. You know what I'm saying? You know, so anybody cutting their eyes looking crazy, I start praying for them right then and there. I said they love me. So that's my point is everybody on the job gonna love me on the job. If you don't, you're gonna be tend. When I come around, you're gonna smile, you're gonna get happy. I don't know what. So I'm gonna put it on you. You know, so
Slicky said it's not worth it. Molly said that they're going too far about some hair. Well, the little girl, they said that she don't bother nobody, and they said she must have felt some kind of way to even tell her parents this is what's going on, and she might have felt uncomfortable. So we don't know how far is too far because we don't know the extent of this guy's talking and her harassment. Whether if he's popping up behind her shoulder, always going where she at, always, you know, we don't know that part. So that's the missing part.
Yeah, you do that, but you keep them busy too. You keep look where
what the little 15, 16-year-old girl know about that?
I'm trying to tell you, Reese, I was smooth back then. Look, I said, look, where's Jake at? What Jake doing right now? See, it's the games, a whole bunch of games you got to play. He follow me. I'm like, where Jake at? What Jake doing right now? He gonna run fire. Look, he gonna go look for Jake. I'm laughing. So the whole point is, like I said, we got to teach our young minorities know how to talk and maneuver. You know what I'm saying? That's the whole point. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, and
we got to teach them the game too. Okay, that part is true. Jerome and Kenneth Clark are watching. Jaqueen could okay. Slicky Woo Boo said this asshole. Ronnie said that's why kids are soft today. And Renicia White. Good morning, Renicia. She said good morning. Slicky said that's why us as blacks die stupid. That's why us as blacks die stupid. Okay, Molly said teach your kids to ignore stupid people.
I told you.
In no trouble.
You have to ignore it. Molly, right? So I told you. You have to bypass it. You know what I'm saying? You have to bypass all the time. I mean, you got to talk crazy people back.
Yeah, black women get asked that question all the time. You right, and most of the time they don't believe. Look, but let me dispel a myth. Just because we wear wigs, weave, or get extensions in our hair, all the black men know they help us take our hair out. The black men know that black women, we have hair underneath. I have a head full of hair out the hair underneath this wig. So that doesn't mean that you're bald headed. I would have told him that don't mean I'm bald headed. You know, I would have told him, yeah, this is my hair or it isn't. You know, and keep going. But then is he harassing her in other ways? Was that like the last straw, or was it to the? I used to work in a hospital. I can't tell you what hospital. And the doctor there, one of the doctors, I was the admin for the radiology department, used to come up to me, get this close in my face, and I was dumb because I didn't know at the time that was sexual harassment. And he would talk about my lipstick color, and and I'm young. You know, I got my little job. I'm thinking I'm cute. And then he would come and grab my shoulders and do like this. Oh, you tense. I only get tense when this joker come around because I'm like, why you do this? And he used to say, you like Richard Pryor? He said, I'm from Indiana. You like Richard Pryor? I'm like, yeah. He'd be like, give me $1. And I was like, what? And he was trying to do a Richard Pryor skit on me, right? And say some colorful stuff. And I didn't get it. I'm young at the time. And I'm like, okay. And my cousin, Z, tell me, go to the supervisor and complain. I didn't go. I was an adult and Tyree was born. He was like 3 years old. I didn't complain because I was scared. I was scared I was going to lose my job if I went and told on this doctor that was making me feel uncomfortable and complain. All right, I'm a grown black woman, a young grown black woman. Should I have told somebody when I've been in the job? But that was a different time too. You know, but and I let it go. I had to ignore it, like y'all said.
Yeah,
I ignored it. But every time that man came in, I was so glad when his ass transferred to a hospital in New York because I felt dirty. I felt cringy.
Hold up. Can I intervene for a second?
Yeah.
I mean, I see y'all conclusion, but I don't think it should always get ignored. I don't think that the young girl should have to go through that and then have no defense and have nobody to come give her a little bit of back. You know what I'm saying? Fam, she's supposed to step up there. I don't think it's always to be ignored. I don't think you always put your head down.
I don't say ignored. I just say you get to know how to deal with it.
I know you had ways to finesse. I ain't talking about you. I'm just saying some people said that. And you did. You just a minute ago said ignore it when she read the thing and he said it. But I ain't saying that you made a few statements on it. And that was just one of them. I mean, but it ain't for being ignored all the time. You know what I mean? Some things are for them to handle, and you tell them, you bring them home, and you tell them over the phone, or however you do it these days. Text them how they doing it, you know, and you tell them how to handle a situation. And some things is made for them. Somebody got to come up there and straighten that out. And that situation right there, somebody would have called my 15, 16-year-old daughter a ball. That's why it said the same situation right there. I'd have been up there too. You know what I mean? So it ain't always to be ignored. And yeah, it is. And back in them days when I was coming up, we came up there, there'd been some problems because times has changed, you know. But still, you got to still come up there and let them know that they ain't by themselves. You know, our communities ain't that broken. Families came up there, father and mother. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes see, this dude kept picking until he found the right one.
Well, but guess what? Sometimes it's good to change jobs. There's also signs say, guys, it's time to move on up.
That's why his father said these low-end jobs. I mean, as kids, these are kids. They got to, you know, what Molly said, we look to be the victim every chance we get. Molly, I beg to differ. That girl wasn't looked to be no victim. And 9 times out of 10, it'd be some racist bullshit like this. We don't look to be the victim. We always picked on. We've been picked on. We've been called out. We ain't trying to be nobody victim. Who want to be a victim? No. I disagree with that, Molly. Kenneth said JoJo Baby's in the building. Tina Turner. Good morning, Tina.
What's up, JoJo Baby in the building.
And Kiani Soldier, change agent. That's what. Okay. It says start a business and stop working for people if you don't like it. How you going to tell a 15, 16-year-old start a business and stop working for people if you don't like it? They got to get the dynamics of getting up, going to work, of doing that. They just can't. Or start a lemonade stand. What business skills and savvy do any teenager have? They got to learn.
You can't run from everything. You know what I'm saying? You can't quit every job somebody come at you like that. You know what I mean? They nick this in the butt. So now, next time it happens to this young lady, she'll know how to handle it. She'll handle it probably a little different. Not saying that, you know what I mean? She handled it wrong. Then it was her first experience with something like that. She didn't know how to respond to that.
She didn't do anything wrong.
That's what I said.
She told management, and then it didn't get resolved.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. I'm with you. I'm with her. I don't, she wasn't
didn't do
playing
anything
victim.
wrong.
Yeah,
Okay. And Renika said, some people just don't know no better. Not everyone was raised right. True that. Ain't that the truth?
Then they can be raised right and make some bad choices.
That's true. Not one time did they show the store or the person LOL Tall Tale Thursdays. No, well, but it's the situation. These situations really happen. Like I gave you the situation that I had to go up there and defend my child from our own color. She was just one of them bosses that wanted to show off.
It's the Tall Tale Thursday too, right?
Yeah, that's what Molly said. They didn't show the store. Well, they didn't show the store because we can't talk about the store or the people. You ain't supposed to put that out there, but we can say allegedly. No, they're not going to show the store or the business. Now, let's see what went further. He said that the store owner was a good dude. It's just you had some bad employees. He wants the assistant manager and that employee to lose their job.
Yeah, he can't find nobody else to hire him, though. It's hard these days to even find somebody, you know what I mean, to work. So, I mean, I know he wanted him fired and all that, but I don't know. That's all that. All I want to do is get that boy straight with my daughter and anybody else that he think about talking to that he might get some repercussions. Somebody might come see him. You know what I'm saying? So that's all I need to get by. All that fired shit, I ain't gonna do nothing. I want my daughter to walk around that school that store with her chin up, laughing at that dude now every time he look at him and put his head down, because he better not say nothing. Because I know Dad better not have to come back up there about that or anything else like it.
Look, Molly writes, white people don't admit to things they say to anybody, especially they boss. This guy knew the story will get views. Show us something. Record works in 2023. Molly saying that this ain't a real story. It's just a tall tale that this guy was just trying to get views.
Oh yeah. Well,
I don't trust manager either, so I go straight to HR. Well, let me tell you a story about HR. HR is some bullshit too, depending on the things. And this ain't tall tale stuff that I actually experienced. Okay, bullshit ain't that. The shit ain't that deep. Kids guess up stories. Don't think it went like that. Kitten says conflict resolution. We have to teach. Okay. Molly said I didn't hear no other ways. Just asked her about her hair. It was that what she kept going to the management for. They didn't say anything else about that. And they said, and Slicky said, dumbass topic to me. It ain't a dumb topic. It's a topic that's real. This story might be made up, but I know you or somebody else.
We just rolling with the punches. Who said that? Who said it was a dumbass topic?
Slicky Boo Boo. I ain't even gonna answer that.
I'm just rolling with the punches, son. I don't do none of the motherfucking paperwork or nothing behind the scenes. You know what I'm saying? I'm just here, Slim.
It's not. I don't think it is, especially when you're living in a world today that people can come up to you and they think because they're another color and your color, that they can say whatever they want to you or treat you any kind of way now. It's real. And to your children. You don't want respect. Do you want your children to get respect? If you don't, then that's y'all. Then don't say nothing. Keep saying yes, the boss. Yes, sir. Keep saying that.
Yo said it was a dumbass.
keep saying that. And that's like that when you go into certain businesses. When you spending your money at these certain businesses and stuff, do we all get treated the same?
Oh, man.
What you say, Kiani? What you say about that?
Well, we don't get treated the same. Everybody got an opinion about somebody else. Not all the time, but I'm talking about, the rigmarole stuff that be going on. And I told you got to fight your way. and it's easy to fight your way. I told you, you just got to fight back. I'm ready to talk crazy to the people. So I used to love all the jobs. I talk crazy. I don't know what to them. So I'm ready for it every time. I think I'll be a good protester.
You been good because you be talking crazy.
I'm gonna talk crazy.
And JoJo is like, no, I'm gonna meet them where they at and stop them in their tracks.
No, I'm saying that's we talking about this situation. We talking about this dumbass topic situation. You know? I'm talking about my daughter at a job where this happened, and she's a youngin'. You know what I mean? That's what we talking about. You know what I mean? Just that part. All the other stuff, we can add on and take out whatever we want, but what we need to do though, if you're gonna get something off a topic like this, you know what I mean, is just, understand that there's gonna always happen in life, and you gotta be ready. You gotta be ready for shit like this, and you gotta see your daughter when she was going out into the world like that. I ain't saying that they did anything wrong, but she's supposed to have more game. If you're giving her enough trust to go out there and be in society and work and be dealing with the social part of being in a mall and working with a lot of people in and out and all that, she got to be able to deal with some things and deal with people a little bit.
Timid little girl. They said that she's quiet, timid.
That's most of the kids. That's most of the kids these days. You know what I'm saying? Because they don't really have the outside experience. You know what I'm saying? So
they sure don't.
I mean, I wouldn't give back for nothing. I love going to skate land every weekend or down motherfucking Painters Mills, you know what I'm saying? Or just everywhere, we was everywhere. We were skating and doing all kinds of stuff, I wouldn't change that to play on these phones for nothing.
See, but like when I was younger, the younger me growing up, when you face that, we used to talk back to the adults. They used to say stuff smart. We used to clap back. But when I became an adult and somebody said something to me on the job, I was scared to say something back because I didn't want to lose that job, because I knew I had to take care of myself and my child. So I took a lot of abuse. A lot of abuse.
Yeah, well, a lot of people probably do. You know what I mean? Everybody ain't built for that. They come do that shit, and they ain't really about that other stuff.
Right.
And everybody ain't always tough neither. I ain't saying you or nothing. I'm just saying everybody ain't always tough to be able to handle a situation like that. You need people to call. I had a whole bunch of homeboys back in the day when there was something bust off up at Einstein or something like that. I'd run up to the school. I live in Baltimore. I come all the way to another school in Montgomery County. If one of my boys said something was about to jump, somebody was messing with him. So that's just how we roll,
But what if it was a teacher messing with the boy? Not another student, but what if it was a teacher? Your boy called you and said, "This teacher picking with me." You gonna come up here? You gonna fight the teacher?
You asking me?
Yeah.
Yeah. What? Yeah. Yes, we would have. You know what I mean? Yes,
wow.
Oh yeah, you could probably pull my jacket. It's pretty ugly back in the day. Juvenile shit you ain't gonna get though. You ain't gonna get all that juvie shit.
Right, but we all kids, but you would fight a teacher at the end of the school year.
If somebody was getting messed with, and the teacher was getting messed with, say that was a teacher
doing the messing.
Yeah, then yeah, probably could have. We probably would have happened like that. And yeah, I put my hands on the teacher. The teacher I've gotten put out of school for that. So yeah.
Kiani, if a teacher messing with you, or a teacher messing with your boys, then you know about it. I mean, I'm just using that because that's an adult.
Well, if a teacher messed with me, that's easy. I had a problem one time, and I got their ass. I told them, your hygiene need to be checked. But they always try to mess with me, so I got their ass. I was little, but I told you I was quick with it, And then another time, the girl, you know, she'll love you a little slow a little bit, you know what I'm saying? She's like, teacher always messing with me and stuff. I said, you have to bring him an apple. She brought him an apple. She said maybe about a couple months later, he left her alone. She kept bringing apples and stuff. So we go through it, man. I'm for real. You write some nerves, the kids getting picked on, getting beat up.
See, that just shows about the how different people be. You know what I mean? Like, that's just who we bumped into. Let's say, okay, this stupid ass topic is real or it's fake. Either way, you know what I'm saying? How he went up there and handled his business. Now he probably would already had his daughter would already had a game. You know what I'm saying? Because that's who he is. And my daughter would have knew how to fight. You see what I'm saying? Because that's what my household taught. You know what I mean? So it just depends on who you come across. You know what I mean? Same thing.
You're right. You're right. Somebody mess with me, and I'm calling everybody. I'm calling MS-13, 14, 15. I'm calling everybody. So, I mean, you're right. No, for real, no, you're right. Because you're right.
Yeah, because I mean, I can tell if you can't finesse your way, because you're gonna finesse your way out of it. You can see you smooth with it.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
I appreciate it.
That's not saying that you soften any man. I'm just saying you're gonna try to think and freak your way about a situation if possible. But you're right.
But you're right though. It's some people, 6'5", you know what I'm saying? So you're right. That's why I called my boys. You're right. There's some people try to pick on you. You're right. They too big. You're right. You know what I'm saying? So, I can't handle it.
Back to the dumbass topic. You know what I'm saying? Back to that. You know what I'm saying? That was a young lady, you know what I'm saying, being messed with a dude at work. You know what I mean? So who ain't gonna go up there for your daughter? And everybody say they wouldn't go up there, but if that was your daughter and your daughter called you and said the dude messing with her, you be there. I hope you would.
Yeah, I called Dante. I called Dante's mama, Dante cousin, Dante grandma. I'm calling everybody. You're right.
Mm-hmm.
No, you're right.
Yeah.
And then you teach her how to start a business and her self-esteem. Like, look, baby, don't let nobody pick with you, whether your hair is rolled, tapped on, glued on, or whatever. It's yours, and nobody should be making nobody trying to feel bad about nothing. And then you don't let nobody throw a stereotype on me.
I ain't gonna comment on that. Peace out, y'all. I gotta go, yo. Hey, but look, all that glue and that weave, I ain't gonna get into that.
It's the weave. I can snatch it. I gave Molly pictures of me with my hair. Last year I had sister locks and stuff. My hair's down here. Like I said, because I can change quick. I can change my personality. I can change my look. It's
wig or weave. All right. Let's ask a question right there. Wig or weave?
Wig.
I'm with a wig too. I'm quicker with a wig because you can take your wig off and wash your head. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and you do. Your hair is underneath, and my hair is underneath. It's just
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Them weaves be getting kind of dusty sometimes. You know what I mean? Because they don't really want to wash. They don't want to wash.
Do the weave. And then
but the wig,
I do weaves, braids.
I think they sexy. When they put that red or blue wig on, shorty with that motherfucking outfit, shorty like Lil' Kim back in the day or something. Oh, yeah, Lord.
It's the outfit change.
Yeah, plus you can wash your head. Your pillow ain't black. You know what I'm saying?
And if he want to play with your hair, just give it to him. Did you want to play in my hair?
Peace out, y'all. I gotta go. I got another appointment. I appreciate y'all. Talk to you tomorrow. Freaky shit.
Friday, I'm gonna be on the road, but we're gonna be talking from the road.
Freaky Friday.
JoJo, stop being nasty. Humping stuff. Keanu, you see him trying to. That boy nasty. Keanu, it's rolling up on our time to get out of here. Keanu, you tell the people what you got going on, where they can find you and your styles and everything coming. And I'm going to talk about.
You can check me out at Edible Bongs. IG. Check me on Facebook. Eddie Bongs. You can call me at 202-701-4295. We can talk about everything. We love you, Reese. We love you, everybody. Have a wonderful, blessed, great day.
Well, I want to tell everybody before they leave, I still got passes to September the 30th. I am a Queen and Go-Go event Kiani, you coming? I got a
I
couple
would
of
be
passes
there.
for you. I got a couple of passes for you. I got a couple of passes for Molly. We trying to get the men to come out to support the women in the go-go movement. That's all they covers, all of us. Because we all love go-go music. I am a queen of go-go. September the 30th. That's a Saturday. 2 p.m. to 7 p.m. at 5 Listeners Lounge in Laurel, Maryland. Y'all pull up, be there. Everybody gonna be there. And it's gonna be a pop-up shop. They're gonna have everything from wigs to weeds to the bones, the edibles, to whatever you need. T-shirts, makeup, whatever. They're gonna have it there. If y'all come out and support. I am a female. I'm a queen, sorry. I am a queen in go-go movement. Want to make sure I get it all right. And y'all keep supporting the Morning Mac show and my man Molly Mall, C-Moss Boss. He said start a business. That's what y'all do. Market and brand yourself, young people.
I'm not going nowhere if I can't.
See y'all tomorrow.
My mind was bred a little different.
Straight buffalo.
If I see heat, why the fuck would I wanna go there? Mama, I make you smile. Mama, your little nigga came from wild. Mama, always got in trouble. I was shouting.